Hello, welcome back to Leach Parkway. This is my second video and I'll be giving you an update on stock I never previously reviewed last time, and there's a few corrections. I did say King Henry the First, it's actually King Edward the First. I've had it running, it's a little noisy, so I'll give it's tender drive. So I'll give it a little service. If I can't get it running right and running quietly, I shall pull the motor, put a CD motor in it, and then chip it. Also, I said I'd got 8 of these. I've actually only got 7. I found the 7th one this morning, because this is in the loft. This is a loft conversion I did some years ago for the kids to play in, you know, when it's raining and the friends come round, instead of messing all the house up. Look, got some space up there in the loft there. Why not build them a playroom? And one of my daughters actually moved in here and used it as a bedroom, but now they've all gone. I'm using it for my own layout anyway. I've managed to pick this out of the void. I forgot I'd got it. It's made in England, so it must be quite old. It's Flying Scotsman, and it looks like the one that's running at the moment, the real one. I've chipped it, and it does run, but I think it really needs to be running properly. Now I've looked back at my records, and believe it or not, I paid £25 for that, as is. It wasn't chipped, but it was £25, and I bought 4. Not 4 Scotsmans, 4 different ones. I'll find them out, because what I've got to do is move all the junk from there, climb through that hatch, and then crawl in the void all along the back of here. And my railway stuff was actually stored at the back of there. So that's another job for me to do. There's a couple of trains that man overboard, that I never showed you before. A Bachmann class 47, a Lima class 73. I'm going to run that with the Pullmans, because that's actually a Pullman, eh? So I'm going to run it better. What I've done with that, I've pulled the motor with it, I've chipped it, put a CD motor in. Because it's a Lima, they take very well to CD motors. Next to it is a Helgen Hymac. Now, when you buy these second hand, normally the horns are broke, which they are on this one. But if anybody does CD printing, or whatever they call it, that and they start making a few of them, I mean, I'll buy half a dozen sets of them. A Lima class 25. This was another one of my test trains when I was building the layout, and eventually give up the ghost, so I put a CD motor in that and chipped it. As promised, I did say I'd get the I've not got it out of the box yet. I just hope it works. That's for them farewell tour coaches I showed on my last video. Also, while I was in the void, I've come across something that I completely forgot, and when I spot it, I'll put it down somewhere. I really need to tidy up in here. I'll put it down somewhere and I just can't think where to put it. I'll probably come across it in a minute when I'm not looking for it. Anyway, I'll come to that in a minute. Last Saturday, I bought another one of these off eBay, £4.30. Bargain. What can you get for £4.30? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 of them I've got, and that'll do me, that will. My plans for the layout, as you can see, I pick it up and drop it. I do little bits up here. In the winter it gets quite cool. But my intentions is, I've got something here to show you in a minute, is to build a small town over the back when I get rid of all this junk off here, and build the track across here, down here. And what I was going to do was put some like column supports here and take it over the top of this. I might have to move that over here, back over there. I've just put them there to keep them out of the way. Along the back, I may lose that, get rid of that. I bought this brand new. I vaguely remember buying that brand new. I've chipped that as well. I chipped that some time ago. That's Everton. I might run it, I might not. Bring it across here, and then the idea is to bring it across here. Yeah, I'm going to have to lose that. Bring it across here, and then I want to join up to this. That's why all that is there. These two bridges I've just put there to keep out of the way. Assembled them. I'm going to use one down here. I might use one up the far end of there, just to, a bit of interest. And then I was going to, I might put some of them houses, them low relief houses against this. Take a piece out the end, and then bring the track over here, and then join back up again. Just a loop, really. A tail chaser, is that what you call it? So that's my plan, and I've got the timber for it. I've just got to get round to doing it. Right, what I was going to show you, I bought a couple of Wren locos. I bought this one some time ago. Immaculate, fantastic little runner as well. £48. That's how much that was. This one I bought recently. It's a Castle, Windsor Castle. Now there's a guy that chips these. I think his site is called Lakeside. Well worth a view. Nice fella. I'd like to get in touch with him and get him to have a look at them for me, because he's chipped all of his. He's got he collects Wren locos. So anyway, going back to what I said last week, I paid £9 for this and £25 for two of these. That's one, there's the other one. And I picked them up at a toy fair, at train fair at Bloxwich, as I've said. And this is the guy I fetched them off. Top Strains. They've got a place in Stafford. There's his phone number there, look. And there should have been £14.50 each, and he let me have the two for 25 quid, which I was really pleased about, because I was only going to have one, and I said, oh, if there was, could do a deal, I'll take the two. And he was willing to. So this one I bought off the stall opposite. That's that Mark III first class. That was £15. Great condition. There's the Buffy car. That was £12. And I bought two of these second class open, I think they're called. £20 for the pair. All in really good condition. So the bargains are out there. And I think with the price of stuff at the moment, I think second hand is the way to start out. Somebody, who's just coming into the hobby, it seems to be really expensive. Well, it is expensive. I thought the grain train robbery was in the 60s, but some of the prices are quite in now. I think it's in the 2000s. But anyway, second hand, I mean, your chance getting bit buying off eBay, but you pay your money and you take your chance. I've had sharpshooter running round. This is one that was my tester. See if I've got any derailments and stuff like that. Eventually that did give up the ghost. It's an old Lima, usual thing, CD motor, takes very well to CD motors these do, easy to do, chipped it, and I've used these plugs, lock focus, very simple to do. There's a little hole in that corner, but if you have any difficulty the instructions are on the back. Save you cutting the plug off. You can get this one's called a compact. They're on eBay, £1.40 each. Or you can get the bigger ones from the same company, which is that one. I've already soldered this or tinned this one ready. That's ready to go into another one. I might drop that in one of them tenders. I've got another. I'll put it somewhere and I can't find, that's the trouble in here, I just can't find anything. Oh, I know what it is. Here it is. Never been out the box. Another one. I bought this when they very first come out, which must have been early 90s maybe. There's its certificate, look. I've never had it out. And I've looked in my book and I've paid £100 for it, look. Look at that. Brilliant. There's a wasp in here. But I'm not going to run that at all. I'm going to keep that as is. I've got a wasp here, look. Got to watch him. But that's my plan anyway, is to do that big extension. As I say, I've got the wood for it, and I've got some timber down here I can use for the track bed. But what I'm going to do is cut some supports, as I said, column supports like this. Something like that. Two together, piece of timber at the bottom, timber at the top, sink them into it, and sort of modern columns really. Like what Spaghetti Junction stands on, that stands on a load of columns. So that's where we're at. That's my factory building. If I made that, we cut some old platform canopy up for the skylights. You can plug it in, I put some lights in it, and you plug it in and it lights up. The chimney for it, we have the chimney as well. The chimney's down there, look. Let's put that down there. But we've just been using 3mm, I don't know, little lights. But I have bought some little strip lights. There's one in, that's not a strip light, there's one of them 3mm lights in there. You can see the widey. There's one in there, look, that's lit. But if I have to move this, I might put another platform on here, and then take that away from there and have that leading up from one platform to the other. The plan is then to use that HST, and maybe because it'll be level and because it'll be quite long, because it's 7 coaches. I don't know if you know, but these have only got 7 windows. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 7 windows on them. So really they're under scale, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the right one. I'd see, and there's 7 of them, so that would be, well, from here it'd be way down there from where I'm standing here. It'd be way down there. There's only 3 there, and them 4 there, and they're not the right length. So it'd be down there somewhere. So I've just had that continuously running around in a loop. That's plan A, and I don't have a plan B. and I might run a steam, a couple of steams, or I might put a big coal train on, because at one point I did consider building sort of a pit, using that factory down there, that chimney, getting myself a wheel, you know, pit wheel, pit for the pit head. I could actually strip the top off that and use that, I imagine. I don't know. These are all plans, like what we talk about, but things in the pipeline, ain't it? I've already started buying the track. I bought a box of Streamline track. I bought that in at Stafford. I bought the complete box, and I've got loads of points. So I'm gonna have to, because my plan is to build a double track. That's why I've set them two there, see how close. Because as I said, I'm not a builder, but a guy done a drawing for me for a loft conversion, so I just followed the drawing. But I'm no plasterer. As you can see, the walls are a bit. So that's the plan. These come from Skytrex. These are like resin, and I've painted them and just stuck them down. And I'm going to do a bit of a road behind. Another thing I wanted to do was all the point work. I've got a problem down here. If I throw one of these points, I'll get a short. So I've got to sort that out. I know what I've done. I've not put an insulated rail joiners in there. Because we sort of just went at it, Billy. You know, we just went at it. Because she said, let's go for it, so we did. Picked this up at the market. You know, one of them Miller sells second-hand stuff at the market. £3.50. Nice little vice. Might come in handy. I thought, oh, well, I'll check that out. And for £3.50, yep, I'll have some of that. Anyway, hello to my new subscribers. I was quite thrilled. People was watching my video. So I thought, well, I'll try another one. There is another little job I'm going to do. I've got this DMU, the Nightmare DMU. The motor bogies in here. I've had numerous attempts to get it to go. I've put a motor in it and that myself, and it just don't want to know. I think it wants more pickups, so that's another little job I'll do on my new soldering station. eBay. So that's another job I've got to do. As I say, we just pick things up and drop them. We started, as I said, I needed some. These are old Ormby double am. I've drilled off the couplings. I want to get some mainline couplings for it, but I've seen the price of them on eBay. I ain't paying that. I'll just have to wait till I get to a toy fair and give that a shot. What else can I say? That's where I am. I don't like travelling too far to these toy fairs, but I am going up to Blackpool this weekend, and apparently there's a model shop up there that does a lot of toy fairs, so we'll have a lot of second-hand stuff. Stafford Toy Fair. I don't know where that come from. No, but that was Stafford Toy Fair, £6 that was. But I've had to add weight to them. So what I did is I bought a load of tyre weights. I bought a pack of them. Had some all in there. Because the problem is, I think some of these Dapols trucks I bought was, I think the seconds, because the word Dapol has been as if somebody's going to soldering iron out with a name, and they're very light. And one of these used to keep derailing. One of these three. and I put some weight in it. Well, I put some weight in all three because I couldn't work out which one it. Well, I could work out which one it was by running it around and waiting for it, but I thought I'll put the weight in all three, and then, but they all run round okay now. So I've done that. Going back to these, I bought 6 of them. I'm looking in my records, and it's up here somewhere. I bought 6 of them parcel trucks, rent, £35 eBay. Best offer. It was only me that went on it. I thought, oh, there must be something wrong somewhere. But now I've got 6 for 35 quid. And there's an odd one. And I think that odd one come with someone else. The LMS truck, I thought I bought that at Crew. I bought 2. I paid a tenner each for them. That's the other one. There's a couple more banana vans which I've not showed you. There's a couple of them here. There's 2 of them. There's a couple of sacks of salt, common as muck. I've only bought 2 of them. I should buy no more. That's it for them. I want to buy something different. But as I say, I'm a big firm believer in recycling, and the price of the new stock now, and anybody wanting to start up the hobby, I think, you know, second hand is the way to go. I've only been caught once, and that was with the first class coach which I bought originally. It said immaculate condition, blah blah blah, hardly run, da 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 da. When it got here, I opened the box, and I opened the box carefully. That had all been painted out. This was all battered down both ends on all 4 corners, and the wheels looked like they'd never ever been cleaned. I got it out, looked at it, put it back in the box. Got a refund from Hornby. Got a refund from eBay. Sent it straight back. Yeah, £14 that cost me, but this one cost me 15. But that was well worth the money. But as I say, this track's got a lower deck, and you know it can be quite steep, as you can see. Look, well, it ain't that steep. Look how up it's all right. But I think the steam ones I'll get a bit of slippage with them. Of course, these Elgin, they're bulletproof, and I'm a big fan of them. But as I say, you know, everybody's bidding on them but some of the prices are near enough second hand as new. So you're taking a bit of a chance, really. But I've had them to bits, and I think they're easy enough to fix. As I say, there's that one, I can't remember, I think the motor was either burned out in that one or this one. When I say burned out, it was like really slow. And I bought a third, which is that one. Took the motor out of it and fitted it into either that one or this one. And these connections that get to the pickups on one of the wheels, one of them was broke on one of them. So I just utilised that and put that in. And as I say, if I can get a motor from somewhere, I think they're all pretty much the same. That's a drive shaft. The motor sits in there. If you've not took one apart, 2 big counterweights there, and then there's a drive shaft that goes into the back of this bogie there, and there's one at each end. It's a bit fiddly, but patience, that's it, that's what it is. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Like it and subscribe if you wish, and all the best to everybody, and I'll give you an update as soon as there's one available. Thank you again. Goodbye.